Hey everybody, big call to action right now. Red alert. There's an opportunity for all of you to participate in trying to save your newly prohibited firearms, as they call them, from confiscation and destruction. Extremely important, and I'm asking you to participate. If you can just take a few minutes out of your life and participate in this project, hopefully we can save our guns and actually end up reobtaining our ability to use them and to buy and sell amongst ourselves. So in this video, I'm not going to do a bunch of editing. I'm going to try to rattle all this stuff off, but I'm going to tell you what this project that we're doing is, how you can participate, okay, and what we hope to achieve, okay? So that's what's going to happen here. So first thing I want to talk about is, what is this project? So over the last maybe 2.5 months, the CCFR has been presenting a policy alternative to the Liberal government to the newly prohibited firearm buyback program. The buyback program is a nightmare. It's an embarrassment to the Liberals. It could cost Canadians, I don't know, $4, $5, $8, $10 billion of borrowed money, by the way. It's going to make gun owners, probably somewhere around 1 million of them, wildly angry and extinguish any faith that we have left in the system. It's going to be terrible for basically everybody. And of course, it's not going to have any public safety benefit because it only applies to people with firearms licenses, right? I don't know. This is not rocket science. So the CCFR have been pushing this. We've been lobbying the government in various ways. We have not gotten any response from the Minister of Public Safety's office, but we did get a response, which is we don't need you guys as part of the conversation, from the Minister of Justice. And of course, we haven't heard from the Prime Minister's office either. But what we recently did was we took this document. It's a 6-page document. It's a primer on grandfathering. And we sent this to every single Liberal MP, their staffers, of course, a second copy to the Prime Minister and relevant cabinet ministers. All that stuff has been sent. Now, what this document does is it lays out the case for grandfathering, how it would work, and telling the government things that it should probably know, even though some parts of this government are brand new, like the Canadian government are very familiar with grandfathering, because there's a lot of grandfathering that's already been done and still in place today, and all of the political reasons why this is a win for them. And there are real reasons. It's not talking points. It's not any of that stuff. There's real reasons and a very solid logical basis, foundation for them to take this opportunity. All right, so we've got this document. We're going to make it available for download. So here's what we'd like you to do. We would like you to download this document. This one has no CCFR references in it, because we don't care who takes the credit for any of this. We only care about saving our guns and being able to use them again and not have them confiscated. All right. So the version that's downloadable for you, no CCFR information in there at all. It's your document. You can sign your name at the bottom or write your name. I'm even going to provide you with the Word version so that you can even edit it if you want to. Okay, or add stuff. But keeping it short and sweet ensures that people are going to read it, and you want your MP to read it. You're going to find out why in a second. So what we want you to do is call or email your Liberal MP if you're in a Liberal riding. Okay, so you're going to call, email, and ask for an appointment to come and see your MP in their constituency office. It is critical that you do that right now, because they are in riding, and they will be literally in your neighborhood till they sit again in late September. After that, all bets are off. You probably won't be able to get to see them because they're going to be in Ottawa full-time till Christmas. Okay, really important that you do this immediately. So you're going to make an appointment. You're going to print out a copy, maybe 2 copies of this document, your customized one or just the one that without all of our information in it. You're going to bring that with you. Then you're going to have a 15-minute chat with that MP. Read the document a couple of times yourself, get familiar with the arguments. They're very important, and tell them how important this is to you. This is going, if the buyback happens, the clubs are done. Probably 80% of the clubs over, 5 or 10 years will close in Canada. We'll never see these guns again. It's devastating if this keeps going. So you're going to meet with them. You're going to talk to them about the reasons why this works for them, right? Because we're talking about people that want to know what's in it for them. In fact, there's a little list even on page 4. So 6 pages on page 4 It's the part that says conclusion on there as a heading. It's got all the reasons why this makes all the sense in the world to the Liberal Party to do. You also want to, you don't have to be too strong about it, but just tell them, right, that this confiscation scheme is morally reprehensible. It's morally wrong because it only affects you, not criminals at all. Criminals don't even know what's happening, right? So really, really important to provide some emphasis. And then try to be brief with them. Try to get in and out of their office in 15 minutes so they're not like, oh man, I never want to see that guy again. Just get in there, details, hand the document, here's your reference, please read it. It's only 6 pages. That's what you're going to tell them, and out you go. If every Liberal MP gets a meeting request from, I don't know, 100 people, they're going to pay attention and they will read this document, because the whole point of all this is for them to read it and understand it. Because all those MPs will go back to Ottawa in the fall and they will all know about grandfathering and why it makes sense for them. And when the Prime Minister's office and the Public Safety Minister's office, when they're getting inundated with this opinion from their entire caucus, then they're going to pay attention and be like, oh man, everybody knows about it. We can't quietly do something. So really, really important. Now, the plan itself, if I'm going to detail that just a little bit, we're asking the government to let licensed gun owners who possess these newly prohibited firearms from May 2020 to now use those firearms as previously classified. So if it was non-restricted, you can hunt and sport shoot and recreational shoot with it. If it was restricted like an AR-15, you can go back to the range. So that means all the shooting sports are back on. Public safety has not been compromised because we've had these guns the whole time. And we want the ability to buy and sell amongst people that have that prohibited endorsement on their license, just like handguns. Because that way, grieving families of gun owners who have died will not be robbed of their property and all the investment that their now deceased loved one had made, right? So those firearms can be sold to somebody else that sport shoots or whatever. So the Liberals get what they wanted. No new firearms get into the country, but we can preserve our heritage, our sport, our clubs, everything. We're not the ones taking the hit for previous failures on public safety. Okay, really important. All right. Again, don't go on and on. Just say your piece and hop out of there. Definitely, you want to emphasize that the government can end the embarrassment of this not rolled out buyback program. They'll save probably $7, $8, $10 billion by the time it's all done. And that's really important. And they'll be treating good people like they deserve to be treated, which is not have their things taken and being blamed for the actions of criminals. Really important. So all that to say, if you look in the description box of this video, or you go to ccfr.ca, you will find full instructions on how to do this step by step. You'll find all the links, how to contact your MP's, Liberal MP's constituency office, all the rest of that stuff. Link to the document to download it. All that stuff will be here in this video and on ccfr.ca. You'll see, as soon as you go there, you'll see the recent story that Tracy Wilson wrote, and that's what's got all the important information. Now, last thing I want to cover with you is we need to amplify this. We need 100,000 gun owners to take part in this, right? So how do you do that? Well, you're watching this video and you're going to take action yourself. You got to tell your friends who are gun owners, I need you to do this, especially if they live only if they live basically in a Liberal riding. The other thing that I want to encourage you to do is go to your club. Talk to your board of directors members, email your board of directors members, say, listen, we need you to participate in this. So you want your club to put together an emergency alert email. They can use this video. They can put the link. They can just copy and paste the story that Tracy Wilson just wrote into that newsletter, imploring their members to participate in this and send it off. Also ask your club to put links to this video or whatever in their social media. Now, this is important. This is not about the CCFR. We don't care who gets the credit. We only care about this succeeding and us holding on to our guns at least to make it to the next election. That's all we care about. So I'm providing a PDF copy with no references to the CCFR in it whatsoever. And I'm also providing you with a Word version so that you can, put your own name on the bottom. We don't care what you do. So put your own name, have the club put their name on it, whatever you want to do. but all of this stuff is made available to you. So I'm asking you right now, go to ccfr.ca, participate in this. You don't even have to go there. You can get all that information in the description box, but don't miss this opportunity. Time is really limited because once all those Liberal MPs go back to Ottawa in the fall, they're not going to be in the riding anymore. You have to do this immediately. All right, so I hope everyone's going to participate. I really hope you're going to participate. I hope your club is going to participate, and Godspeed to us all.